I can't.
Do choose
I
it.
have to
Don't
continue.
let time choose for you. Don't let.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Alright.
Stanley worked for a company in a big
got
building
the
where he
balloons.
was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. Decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed him. Stanley picked up the bucket.
I'm going to give my bucket back, dog. Not there. Have this over there.
Stanley clutched the bucket. Turned out to be correct. Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps.
So I guess we could go over here.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Yeah, it brings you to the meeting room, alright, but what's down here? Me and my bucket shall go far.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Oh, God.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
No, it's everything.
The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Alright, fine. We'll go somewhere new.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Being on a bucket. Not seeing this one at all.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What the fuck?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up. Don't you get it, Stanley?
Is that a fucking incinerator?
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Bro, you built
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
God, it's
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
What if I don't?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
What do you mean?
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the bucket destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not.
Yes,
I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
I can't. Oh god, I don't want to see that thing while I'm dead.
The bucket destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
I mean, sure, I guess.
Meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fine, I won't take the bite. I wonder if there's any trophies in there. I don't know, but I haven't gone here before. The escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? I would meet my violent death? Who just says that?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Oh. This could be a long hallway. I have a feeling.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
You're... Can't die afraid. Red hole. Is it a shredder? Shredder. Where? And that does look like one. Oh no, we still going? For sure, I thought I died.
As the machine whirred into motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
I don't want to accept this.
Stanley.
No, I don't want this. Don't do this to me. Please. Ah.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
It is my escape. I don't know who you are, but you're here to save me, I can tell. Oh, God.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Ooh.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Damn. Okay, that just... that was a vibe kill. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't want them to get there too fast or too slow. Damn, that... This... I would never... Making a game like this would have killed me. Suppose that's true. I wonder if there's something worthwhile for turning them off. I don't know. Office. Oh. I like that one. That one's a pretty good one. Alright, I don't think it was, but I could be completely wrong. So I'm gonna look around for a bit. It is an early version of any room. I realize that. That goes up there. Good shit.
Stanley pushed the big red button. Stood on the snow. Stanley walked over the bridge. Finally, he pushed the number 6. Stanley pushed the orange lever.
There's an orange lever?
Then he pushed the number 8.
Yeah, it was on top of the door like that one, and it changed for the better. I like it on the floor. Nice. Oh, this is an ending. Oh, these are all the endings? Not all of them. I don't know. Well, I thought this was the freedom ending. Oh, that's on alpha. That was on beta, to be fair. So I think that's why. Yeah, that's the control room. I just need to get there and, I don't know, figure out the buttons? Ah, okay. So they ended up placing them together. Okay. Can't believe people forgot which one was up and which one was down. I don't think it would be too difficult. Have to swing back around here, but I don't remember seeing that room. Why that one? Warzone, oh god. What the fuck? Oh, that's cool. They would have had that. Damn. Stanley Parable worked. These are all. Oh, these are all the emails. That's cool. God, there is so much shit here. Holy fucking Christ. I'm gonna be here for a minute. I'm so sorry, but I am too intrigued. Well, where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm here. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Buttons on the ground. What is this for? Hmm. Well, there's the orange letter he was talking about. Hmm. Hmm. That's cool. That's there. That's how I backtrack on. So let's leave.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Do I turn it off? Oh, I turned it
Can
off.
you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
No, I
Whatever
can't.
you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I'm not gonna turn off my PS4. I need to save the footage, bro. I would remember seeing this thing. Meeting room. Alright, I just gotta go to the meeting room. I have to turn off all the computers. What? Alright, I'm at the meeting room. Oh, okay. Alright, these are all of them are. Okay, a lot of boxes. Have I been in a room with a lot of boxes? I don't think so.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I knew it.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I knew
Okay,
it. I just
back
knew
to
it.
the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Figlies?
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Name it Small Man. I should actually try to read these, because these obviously were not here before. Guess I'll go up. Alright, bring back. Alright, we're here.
Not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Thank you. I needed this. Wrong intro, but I don't care.
Nothing now at all. Feeling soothed and
Yes.
rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I don't think this is gonna bring me to the. I'm satisfied.